Sorry.
Subaru Impreza タイプ SS スーパーストリート
Welcome back, team. So we're here with the Impreza 2016 CVT Sport, and we have something that came in the mail here. A little bit of updates on the cars. Anyway, here's the Impreza and its current form. Just added this, the bumper cut, and then a little mesh, right? Just to reduce that parachute effect. And the suspension has been worked on for quite some time. Oh, the bracing's in there, right? Some DIY stuff. Okay. Maybe I'll show you guys the other parts of the car later, but for now, we're going to be working on the mid-pipe. So the mid-pipe's like one of those things where you wouldn't really do it on its own. I've been a little bit more hesitant to replace because it really would change the sound profile of the car. The loudness of the engine really comes from that back one, but then the cats also keep everything quiet too, right? So I guess this is gonna be the full nameless exhaust from the front pipe, the mid pipe, and the tailpipe, the axle pack. They're all gonna be part of Nameless. It's 2 1/4 inch stainless steel series. So what comes with this? There's some lemons that come with it. No, they come with I think these are called V-band connectors, and I guess they clamp around there and back there, right? So before I even picked up the camera, I jacked up the car, and then I made sure I had the right tools for the job. And it looks like it's only going to be 14 millimeter sockets to get some of these bolts off, right? These were pretty rusty, so I live in Southern California where it doesn't rain and it doesn't snow, it doesn't get icy, you get yourself some sort of lubricant to pre-drench those nuts and bolts so that you have an easy time taking off some of those flange bolts. And the other thing that I would recommend is taking some of that oil and then pre-lubing the exhaust hangers, which are like right there. And I don't know if you can see, but I put some lube on there already just to ease the uninstalling of some of these things, right? So I think the next thing I have to do is spring bolts. And I know those are already loose because I took those out like 2 months ago. It was a lovely day in Exhaustville with the Subaru Impreza. All right, here we have 2 mid pipes, OEM with its chambered resonator, and this is 2-inch piping from here back. All right, this is 2 1/4 inch inlet. So on this one, the Nameless mid pipe resonated. It's 2 1/4 inch mandrel bent 304 stainless steel all the way through with a perforated straight through resonator, and it has V-band clamps which will be attached to the Nameless 5-inch canister here for the muffler. Why did I even want to buy this? It's to experiment with exhaust. It's the final piece in my car to unblock the bottleneck, and when looking at this thing, I'm not even sure if it's straight through or not, so we can verify by looking, maybe. I can't see anything in there. But this one here, you can see right through it. The resonator itself is it's perforated, and the chamber, I think there's some sort of packing material in there to reduce the drone and rasp. So that's the one thing that I'm a little bit hesitant about, but we're gonna find. Sky's looking pretty nice today in Southern California. But look at this view. What? Okay, for posterity, we're going to weigh these pieces. All right, this one's around 15.5 pounds, 8.7 for the resonated piece, and around 6.4 for the V-band and the rest of the tubing. While I was under the car, I was realizing like the tolerances for this connector are actually pretty tight. You can see that that's flanged right there, and when you put it together, it actually wraps around those 2 flanges inside of this part here. So yeah, I'm gonna assemble it first and then we'll put it into and under the car. Okay, boys and girls, the exhaust is on now. Yes, all the way back. This V-band is really nice. It allows you to twist this front pipe to get it to the right angle. And then also on the front, they use this kind of two-piece flange that allows you to turn it. And it works very well with that donut gasket. You also don't need to use the spring nut bolt things, right? Because it's kind of like self-correcting. You just squeeze and sandwich the donut, right? So I'm gonna turn on the car and find out what this new exhaust is all about. Come with me on a journey. We'll see what happens. Sorry, the aftermarket exhaust is louder. It's 100% louder. What are we gonna do about it? We'll just try to be respectful, you know, when it comes to starting on cold mornings. But for now, I mean, I paid for it, so. Okay, mesdames et messieurs, I've went out for the little test drive and I came back, and I to be honest, the note is a little bit too raspy for me, right? So I was thinking that maybe there might be a small exhaust leak or something like that. I don't really like the sound of this thing. It's flows really nice. It's built really nice. It's a little bit lighter than the OEM one, but this resonator is not sufficient for, if to me, a comfortable drive, right? Like I like to go into wide open throttle with the Subaru. And when you can't do that, like, or you're afraid to because, you know, it's too raspy or it's too like, you know, loud, and it doesn't make it fun, right? So I'm not on a racetrack. I think what happened was this type of exhaust literally puts you into that sort of like racing kind of territory, right? And for a daily, right, and like a sporty driver, you don't want to be in that racy sound level, right? Everything else can be racy, but the sound, I you know, for me, in my middle age now, and I'm like, I just don't want my daily to attract so much attention, right? Maybe if you have like teenage racer aspirations, then for sure this is gonna do it, right? You don't even need any other exhaust stuff. Just this pipe alone is gonna change your sound profile. So the resonator is, I think, the one secret sauce to how OEMs keep things kind of comfortable. The NVH is reasonable. I can say now that I've had a full 2¼ inch exhaust, even though it's only been for like 2 or 3 days, but I can't deal with it. Unless that thing mellows out, I'm gonna use this for now. I'll just, you know, finish this with a funny anecdote, right? One time I was walking through my neighborhood and I saw this man in a really nice lowered Civic, and he came around the corner, and I was thinking, man, he's gonna gas it right now and it's gonna be so loud and farty. And when he pedaled to the metal, it was this nice, comfortable like exhaust sound, and it was quiet. It wasn't disturbing. It wasn't like out of the, you know, trumpets blasting kind of thing, right? It was literally just this like, and it was like subtle. And the thing that I took away from that was that he was moving. He was really peppy, but he also had a big smile on his face, right? I think it's because he found that like that perfect harmony between power and sound. So for now, back to OEM, and that's it for today. So who wants this?